Hi. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm a mess. Panic. Hello. Okay. Why is everything so loud for me? Okay, we're good. Hi, good morning, everyone. Good freaking morning. Are you guys ready for fucking video games? Because I sure as hell am not. Oh boy. I am not. Jeez. I don't think today should be the finale stream. I'm expecting I'm expecting from this trial to have like 3 days, not 2 days, but I don't know. I always expect the final trials to be really long, so I'm like expecting it to go 3 days instead of 2, but I'm not sure. We are we'll see. But hi, I hope I look good because I did not check anything before I started stream. Oh no! You can see the illusion. Okay. Oh, my hair is significantly darker. It is actually black. Okay, maybe there's some brown back here because I did it myself. I don't dye my hair ever. But hi, this is my dark crystal era. Black hair. I did it for Anime Expo because I'll, for those of you that don't know, I'm an official cosplayer for RGG, and I will be their official Majima. So I dyed my own hair black just to dedicate my life to Majima. It's a temporary dye. It's supposed to last like 2 or 3 weeks. It's weird. I never like color my hair, so it's very weird for me to do that. But yeah, this is my dark crystal era. I was able to dye it darker yesterday, so it from yesterday to today is a big difference. It is very black. But yeah, now that I turned my hair, I didn't really. It's hard to look in a mirror with my lighting, but yeah, I guess I could see. Look at there's brown back here. We're just gonna pretend that that's not there. How do people dye their own hair? I don't know.
Jeanecklin tipped $5.
Hello!
Is there a way we can send you spoilers-free Ace Attorney animations?
Oh, thank you so much for the $5 donation. I appreciate the ask. Right now, I don't want to watch anything. Like, it's really weird, but I don't want to watch, like, any spoiler-free, even the spoiler-free ones, like stuff that I have watched, until much later. Because I kind of want to experience like memes and extra content of Ace Attorney at the end of my journey so that I have something to look forward to when it's all over, rather than it being in the middle of my playthrough, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just like having something to look forward to at the end, so I would appreciate the wait. Like, my Discord will be open at the end of everything. I'm not opening up my Discord after the trilogy. I will give a fair warning there. I'm gonna wait until after I'm done with Apollo Justice and after Investigations. After I'm done with the full Ace Attorney experience, then my Discord will open up, and then you guys can share that stuff in the Ace Attorney channel. So at that point, then you can share it in the Discord, and I'll go through pretty much everything in there. But for the right now, I want to save it for like the very end. Thank you for asking, though. I do appreciate people asking rather than just sending me stuff, because I've been getting people just sending me stuff. And I appreciate the ask.
Lionel Contreras tipped $5.
Oh my god.
Next hair color will be in honor of Edgeworth. I'm 1% sure of it.
I'm 1% sure. Thank you for the $5 donation, Lionel. I appreciate it. I did think about it, I'm not gonna lie, but I think what I'm gonna end up doing whenever my fuchsia suit comes in is I'm just gonna style my hair the same as Edgeworth, but I'm not gonna color my hair. I thought about that. But I'm just gonna do like, I'll do like a center part, and then I'll hairspray my bangs like that. I'll do like the hair, but I won't do the color, I think. Because at the end of the day, I kind of want it to be me. So yeah, I think that's the direction I'm gonna go in. No, I actually think like gray silver hair can look really good. When, I mean, it doesn't have to be saved for whenever you're older and retired, right? So yeah, I think it's not necessarily that, it's just like, I don't know. I just kind of want to have a little bit of me, so I want it to be my hair, but styled as Edgeworth. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think the only animation I did see one thing, and that's the parrot animation. And I thought the end of that was just like the funniest thing, where Miles is just sitting in the defendant chair being like, I'm going to jail. And then Phoenix just whipping out the Tavon Karma. I did see that one. That's the only like thing that I've seen. And I'll save the rest for like the end of my journey. I would like to save the rest for the end. But that was so funny. I really enjoyed that. I can't wait to watch more of those. There will be a break before I jump into Apollo Justice. Just a heads up. I'm very busy the month of July. I will have 2 weeks away from stream starting this Thursday because I'll be at Anime Expo. I won't be back until next Thursday. And then I have another week after that. So I have like this Thursday I'm gone for a week, and then I'm back for a week, and then I'm gone for a week. In that middle time, I want to watch the anime and the live action movie. So we're gonna watch both of those. And then I think I'm gonna play Dawn Trail after that, and then Apollo Justice. So I don't think that we'll get to Apollo Justice until like mid-August. Just a heads up. I think like the middle of August. It should take me about a month to get through all of that. And then we can start it then. And that'll also make Alan very happy because he's editing these Ace Attorney VODs ferociously. So it'll give him like a month to catch up before we start on Apollo Justice. Aw. Thank you so much, Diane, for the 11 months. I really appreciate it. I found a way to, I'm gonna mimic, I've been doing some research on like how other people are watching animes on YouTube in like a more legal way. So the only thing that we can really do is I'll probably have it
Nick
here.
Bacon tipped $20. Between
20?
this, Danganronpa, Persona, and especially RGG Studios content.
Aww.
Thank you for all the great content. Smile.
That is incredibly generous. Thank you so much for the $20. I appreciate that. I'm really glad that you guys enjoy my playthroughs. As annoying as I can be, I know sometimes I get very attached. But despite all of that, I'm very thankful that you guys enjoy my content. That really does mean a lot to me. I get very emotionally invested in these things, so I know I could be a bit much sometimes, but I very, very much appreciate the kind words. Thank you, thank you. That's so kind. Oh, I got distracted. I don't know what I was saying. Oh, the anime. So we're gonna have like the VOD here. I have to mute the audio. So no audio, you guys will have like an opaque video, and it'll be like very transparent. So we're gonna do it that way. And my motto is, if I get in trouble, then at least I tried. I don't know. I could get a copyright strike, but I'm just like, you know what? What's life without a little risk? So who cares? If I get banned for 3 days because of it, who cares? You know what? That's a 3-day vacation I can just take. Whatever. Because, like, the way I think about it, the risk is definitely worth it. Because for the first time ever, this is like an anime that I want to experience with other people. I don't want to just watch it alone. So I'm willing to take the risk, you know? This is a computer. Thank you so much for gifting us up to the community. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I think the first thing we'll do is watch the live action movie. So that's the first thing on the list, and then the anime after that. The risk of ban. What are you gonna do, man? You know what? What's 3 days off stream if I just get like a 3-day ban? You know? Yeah, I think I'll do a timer on this stream whenever I have it up. Yeah. Well, actually, that might actually be too hard to set up. I don't... I'll try, but that actually might be a little bit more difficult than I think. Yeah, strikes go away after a while, exactly. And it's not like... I've never even had a strike, and I've been making content for 6 years. It's like... So I think I could take a risk. It's okay. I'm absolutely willing to. We shall see. I used One Piece as a frame of reference, actually, because I know that Toei Animation is, like, super, super brutal when it comes to content. So I looked at One Piece videos as a case study. I thought that that was probably the best example I could do, because I know how strict they are in particular. Oh, I didn't know Nico reacted to animes. Oh, I could ask him too. I just did my own research, but yeah, I can ask him. I didn't know he did that. Did he react to the anime, like the Ace Attorney anime, for his videos? I'll take a look. I didn't know he did that. Sadly, no. Okay. Gotcha. I'm very excited for the anime. And yes, I am going to watch it dubbed, which will probably make some people mad, but I do prefer watching it dubbed. It's probably super cringe compared to the... Wait, should I watch it in Japanese? You know what? Okay, I'll think about it. I will think about it. I don't know. Because, what year was this anime released? The dub is really good. I'm still gonna get so much shit. People are such dub haters. Watch dubbed? Okay. If you guys are saying it's okay. Because I do prefer watching dubbed. It came out in 2016 to 2018. Oh wow. That's more recent than I thought. I thought it came out in like 2010 or something. Like earlier, like 2008, 9. Okay, I think I'll start watching the dubbed then, and then maybe at a later time I'll also go back and watch the subbed version. I'll watch both. I'm so attached to Ace Attorney that I can see myself watching both. I just will start watching the dubbed first. Okay, I'm glad to hear this. I'm really glad to hear it. And yeah, we will absolutely watch the bloopers too, don't worry. I'm big into watching bloopers, they're so funny. So yeah. That's the plan. First the live action movie, the anime, the bloopers, and then Dawn Trail's story, and then Apollo Justice Trilogy. And by that time, Investigations should be coming out soon. Like if I start Apollo Justice in middle of August, actually, we'll be a little bit late to the party in that case. I'll figure it out later. You know, it's hard to predict timelines. It's really, really hard to predict timelines. We'll just generally see. I don't need to necessarily play Investigations on the day it launches on September 6th. I'm okay with that. But the problem is going to be I do want to play Metaphor on launch. And that's mid-October. So that is the real kicker. I really want to play Metaphor on launch. And we also have the Answer DLC coming out in September too. So we are... Maybe I just say screw Dawn Trail. I should... I'm just kidding. No, I do want to play Dawn Trail. But that kind of makes me upset because I did want to stream some SMT5 Vengeance, actually. I did want to play Vengeance on stream, but with this kind of timeline, I'm not going to have the time to do that. I mean, I actually do understand why people hate dubs so much. It's because it's old school. In terms of, like, when people complain about bad dubbing, it's because they're complaining about bad dubbing from over a decade ago. Because, like, dubbing at the start of, like, anime and shit, it was pretty bad. Same with video games. It was pretty bad. Because, like, Western culture doesn't have, like, a study for this. Like, voice acting isn't really a thing that you go to school for. So, there aren't many good ones. Like, the reason why people hate on dubs is because of the olden days. Now, it is, in my opinion, not a valid criticism nowadays. Like, dubbing has come a very long way in the past 10 years. So, in my mind, when people complain about dubs, they're complaining about 10 years ago dubs. Because it was not great. Like, whenever you had an anime that had a really good dub back, like, 15 years ago, it was a goddamn miracle. It was not that great back then. Some of them are, like, comically bad, but a lot of them I didn't find, dubs did not have a good start in the West. Like, I don't think they started getting good until, like, mid-2010s. Like, 2015 is when they started getting good. So, yeah. So, that's just what goes through my head when people complain about dubs. It's just because they're probably fucking boomers that just complain about every goddamn thing that's older than them. That's what I think. Because, yeah, there's very few, I think there's very few video games and anime that come out nowadays that I think the dub is bad. Very few. Voice acting has come a very long way. A 4Kids dub. Hey, man. Although I did grow up with Yu-Gi-Oh! And that was the shit, alright? That dub was, I ain't got no complaints, man. Aw, Teddy, thank you so much for the $4.99 donation, too. Thank you guys for all the donations on YouTube. Jesus Christ. That donation will come through. I don't think text-to-speech only triggers over $5, though. So I'm not really playing video games anymore, but Ace Attorney remains what I always hold dear. I've always loved this ride. Thank you so much for bringing us along. Thank you for watching, seriously. I very much appreciate every one of you watching my playthrough, whether you're hate watching it or love watching it. I appreciate it. It really means a lot. This game has become so special to me. God damn, dude. Really special. Dude, we'll be right back. Thank you for gifting 10 memberships on YouTube. What the fuck? YouTube popping off.
Hold it.
Wait, Alan, you think I slay with the dark hair, you think? I don't know. I don't. It's weird. I blend in with my chair.
Hold it.
My black hair blends in with my chair now.
Hold it.
But I'm glad you like the dark hair era. Lucky. There it is. There's the donation. Thanks again. Oh my, 10 memberships on YouTube though. Jesus Christ, thank you. What is this nonsense about, y'all? I appreciate you guys being here so much. And I'm glad that we have a lot more Ace Attorney to experience too. So we're gonna be doing this for at least like 4 more months here. Probably all the way up until the end of September. I'm so excited. I'm having a senior moment. My hair is like a light brown normally. The joke of the Shadow Realm was all because of 4Kids trying to censor death, and now it's like a joke I often use. I love it. I love the Shadow Realm. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Unironically, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! And I would actually rewatch this series. I thought about it. It's just, I don't know. There's just something so charming about Yu-Gi-Oh! Growing up watching that on TV was something for me. I truly loved it. I only have like such good memories of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's crazy. Oh, of course I've seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. I am all caught up on that shit. I truly... God, Little Karibo. Oh my god, did I actually fangirled the other day because Little Karibo liked a few of my Ace Attorney tweets. I'm guessing he's a big Ace Attorney fan. Because he's been liking a few of my Ace Attorney tweets, and whenever I get that notification that Little Karibo liked it, I'm like, oh shit. I like that guy, he's cool. He doesn't follow me or anything, but just liking my tweets, I'm like, oh shit.
Hi, Krista.
Hi!
Just watch your content on videos, so I am just passing by to say that I appreciate your work and to ask if you did the new Game Plus on Sea of Stars and got the true ending. If yes, did you enjoy it?
No, I don't have time to, unfortunately. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. Also, well, the notifications for donations on YouTube are so delayed, and I don't know why. Like, it's not a me thing, it's a YouTube thing, and I don't know what's happening. This happens every stream. I'm so sorry that the super chats are so delayed. Oh my god. But the Fox Girl, thank you for the $10 super chat. I appreciate it. My god. The thing is, when it comes with Yu-Gi-Oh, I stopped a while ago. I didn't watch after the, I don't know what you call it. I don't watch the side stuff. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, never watched it. Don't want to watch it. It's not the original. It probably sucks. Watch it's probably like really good. But, yeah. I only have watched the original show. Not any spin-offs, anything like that. Yeah, the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Is where it's at. Maybe I should give it a try. Dude, Kayleen, thank you for becoming a member on YouTube. I appreciate it. Where is this super chat donation alert? Like, hello? I'm so sorry. There it is!
That Fox girl tipped $10.
Jesus Christ.
YouTube here to win the war today. Playful face. Franziska for best girl. And thanks for all you do. Xenoblade LPs were so good and been following ever.
Been following ever since. Thank you so much. My Xenoblade playthrough. Thank you. I didn't know that many people watched that one, but thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that. That's very kind. Y'all are just like... I'm very, very appreciative. Jesus. It's just YouTube super chats that are so delayed. Like member alerts come in instantly, but it's just the super chats. I don't get it. Why are they so delayed? I hope YouTube fixes it. But then again, YouTube has to fix a lot of things when it comes to live streaming. Oh, jeez. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. But yeah, so you guys think I should watch Yu-Gi-Oh! On motorcycles, card games on motorcycles? I've watched the Abridged series, so he loves to make fun of playing card games on motorcycles. So I know that that's what GX is, but it can't beat the original though. It can't beat the original. Jesus. 5D is the motorcycle one? Oh, I thought that was GX. Oh god. Card games on motorcycles is 5DS. GX is just school. Oh, that sounds boring. That sounds boring.
Found you through Persona 5. Stayed for
Aww.
FFX. Thank you for playing Ace Attorney. It's my favorite series. Enjoyed Andre Christoclass.
Marachi, thank you for the 100 bits. That's so kind. What the hell? Stayed for FF14. I have been playing a lot of Dawn Trail. Not the story, I'm just leveling. I've been leveling. I have Astro up to 93 now. Viper I got to 86. I'm leveling all my crafters. But everything but the story. I'm trying my best to level off stream. It's a bit hard when you can't go into Dawn Trail, because I'm saving this story for stream. Screw the rules, I have money. I love that line. God, it's so good. Actually, me and my brother, this whole week since I'm staying at his place, we've just been quoting a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, actually, because we'll just look at each other and go, yeah, 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 yeah. We communicate like that.
J tipped $10. You're the best YouTube ever. I've been following since your Persona 3 OG playthrough.
Brooklyn Rage! So, Jay, what the hell is with these donations today, YouTube? God, I really appreciate all the support. Thank you for the $10. I wouldn't say I'm the best YouTuber, but I'm glad that you enjoy the content. I have a long way to go. I'm trying to improve my streams little by little. I've been very inspired by two people in particular lately, Premiere 2 and Kaisenat. Very entertaining. So I've been actually taking a lot of inspiration. It's hard to whenever I'm not at home to do those things that I have planned to do, but I do have like, ideas to keep improving the streams. I just want to be entertaining, man. And it's so hard because like RPG, when you're an RPG streamer, by default, you're a niche streamer, and it's really, you don't find a lot of successful, like, big 1,000 viewer streamers in the RPG section. So I really want to try to break that barrier. I want to try to be way more entertaining. Really want to get to that point. Aw, Pete is a gem. I really admire Pete a lot. He doesn't know it, but I squealed a little bit when he followed me on Twitter. He followed me on Twitter like a month ago now, and made my whole week. I was like, oh shit. I was very honored. Is my heart rate really high? I don't know. It's just, you know, one of those times, I guess. I didn't even start playing, but we should start playing. Edgeworth is in Final Fantasy 14 now, god damn it. I wish I could have watched Kaisenat's Elden Ring streams. I don't want to be spoiled on Elden Ring, so I couldn't watch them. But, yeah, very entertaining streamer. Like, definitely deserves the success that he has right now. Dude works insanely hard. I can't believe we got Miles Edgeworth in Final Fantasy 14. Get out. Anyway, let's play video games, shall we? Again, thank you guys so freaking much for all the support and the donations. It is very hard to believe that so many people are liking this playthrough. Equally, I think a lot of people are disliking it, but that's fine. But I really am appreciative so much. I don't even know what to say. We're just gonna keep the ride going, and I hope to make these streams more and more enjoyable as we keep going. Like with Apollo Justice and with investigations, it's just gonna get better from here. Because I want to try to throw together as many cosplays as possible, but I'm hoping to. I'm really hoping to. So, we'll see. I'm trying. Yeah, the room that he put together is crazy. Oh!
CSRM40 tipped $10.
That came in fast.
You are kind and genuine person.
Aww.
I hope all your wishes, dreams and projects come true. Love your content. Greetings from Chile.
Okay, that is way too nice. That's so kind. Distraction alert, the game! I don't want to cry! I don't want to cry. That's so kind. You guys are so genuinely nice. My god. Y'all are way too nice. Okay, okay. Playing video games. Thank you so much, Car, for the $10. That's very kind to say. Alright, so we left off. We're investigating the other side of the bridge. We think Maya is trapped in the training hall. And now we have access to the mysterious garden where all of the shit went down, I bet. This is the actual scene of the crime. I'm convinced. And we don't even know what it looks like. So, here we go. To the garden. Oh! Oh! Why is it upside down? Oh my god! In blood? That ain't ketchup! There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is. Strange feeling. Forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern? What are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you can't come in here. Don't you know, Scruffy? Avant Karma will always show up wherever there is a clue. And there are plenty of clues to be found here. But... So, how's the Inner Temple investigation going? We have the best forensic team in the world working the place. Forensic team? And what was the outcome of that scientific study? Nothing. Scientifically speaking, the place is as clean as a whistle. Scientifically speaking, he specifically said, which means there are spirits involved. That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that? Well, there were a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir. That stone lantern in the surrounding area that's not covered in snow. Oh, that was not. That's Von Karma. That stone lantern and the surrounding area that's not covered in snow, correct? They looked kind of fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking. So I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were, it's actually kind of hard to say, actually. I guess I better look into them myself. About Maya. Oh, did Mr. Godot tell you yet? Yes, we heard. He's got a search party out looking for her, but there's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on this side of Dusky Bridge. All we could do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal. Why? How is Edgeworth gonna help with that? Edgeworth? He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here. Oh! Okay, Giga Chad. We'll have to wait, since she is the only one who can open the door to the sacred cavern. Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal. He better. I love talking to Edgeworth. Huh? I wonder what it is. Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. I never do. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down, I felt like I was drowned. What? What do you mean? Why was he really down? Sounds pleasant. That's not like Edgeworth to, like, visibly show that he's down about something. Did he find out about Iris? Maybe he looked into her background. And he probably, like, if I had to imagine, he probably looked into her. And then found out all of the really, really bad stuff. And now probably feels bad for Phoenix. There's a charm or something poking out from the window, or from the snow, sorry. It looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it too. Apparently it belonged to the victim. To Miss Elise Donan. Yeah, there was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. What? The ends of the cord found on both the victim and on this charm were match exactly. Sounds to me like this little trinket is gonna be my ticket to getting some very big answers. She's trying to kill Maya. That's what I was worried about. Like, Elise Donham. But okay, we have a few theories about her. I had a theory that she was either... I think she's either two things. She's either Misty Faye, but why would she try to kill her own daughter? And then two, she could be like the sister of Morgan Faye, which would make a lot of sense for wanting to kill Maya in that case. Not sure. So, Crane Master's Talisman. Wait, it specifically says Crane Master. Isn't that kind of telling me that it is Misty? No, I guess not necessarily, but... Found in the garden of the inner dome. A little lantern, a little statue. It is certainly a quaint little garden. Oh! What is this huge bowl here for? Oh, I know this one. It's a water bowl, isn't it? Everything else is completely frozen over. But the ice in this bowl has been broken. That's true. I wonder if this has any impact on the case. Well, I doused my face earlier with the water in this. I was getting kind of sleepy. Next time you're sleepy, you need to only come to me. Got it? Yeah, the whip will definitely wake you up, that's for sure. There are a couple of torches here. I guess you need all the light that you can get up here in the mountains. Yeah, I was looking at those things, pal. Looks like they've been lit pretty recently. Recently? How recent are we talking about? As recent as the night of the murder. I was training here on the night of the murder. It's not unreasonable to think that things were lit up at the time, I guess. Well, this is odd. There's no snow on the ground here. And it's almost perfect rectangle. It couldn't have happened naturally. Yes, it appears as though someone has carefully cleared away the snow. No doubt it was you, wasn't it, Scruffy? No, it wasn't me, sir. It was already like that when my men and I got here to start the investigation. If it wasn't the police, then who did it? Oh yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Just between the three of us, okay? What is it? It's top secret. You can't tell anyone, got it? Understood. Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of the local wrestling contest, you see.
Can't believe I don't get to investigate as Miles Edgeworth for the whole game. If only there were another game where Miles Edgeworth investigates.
Thank you for the 100. I was so disappointed, I just picked up my mouth guard and cried all the way home. Man, I got in so much trouble when I left it on the couch. Is that it? That's it! Whoever cleared the snow away must have had a reason, although I can't even begin to imagine what that reason could be. I don't want to touch it. What the heck is that? Uh-oh, you spotted it, huh, pal? How do you not spot it? Are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious. It says Maya. Yeah, and before you ask, it's written in blood. You will answer all our questions now, Scruffy, without exception. Yes, sir. Maya, so these letters are written in blood? Yeah, well, what's wrong? What's worse is it's the victim's blood. Oh no. This is Miss Donham's blood? We haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal. Most interesting. Phoenix Wright, I presume you know, don't you? When Why Maya's name is written upside down. You know what? That was really bothering me too. But I just came up with the answer, the result of my own special Gumshoe investigation. Really? Do tell. Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside down. Right. Anyway, there's really only one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise Donham wrote these letters herself in her own blood. You must be joking. That's impossible. From the writing in the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of Miss Elise Donham's murder. At least that's our current theory on how the events took place, pal. What? So Miss Donham was killed here? However you want to look at it, that's what people are saying now. Then what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard main temple was... Well, what was it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see? What do you think, Miss Von Karma? Surely a special Gumshoe investigation would reveal the answer. No. But wait a sec, the bloody writing and all the other clues here, someone could have easily set up all this after the murder, right? Sorry, but that's not an option, pal. Why not? How quickly you forget, Phoenix Wright. Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because Dusky Bridge was completely burned out. I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal. I can't think of a counter-argument to that. I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here. If this really was the scene of the crime, then I need to figure out exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw. We got a lot of thinking to do. Oh my god. Okay, here's my current theory. Since this runs... Okay. Why would it be running that way? Okay. I'm trying to make sense of my own theory before I say it out loud, but you know what? Fuck it. It's not fully thought out. I'm thinking, what if this is like an elevator? You know, what if this rectangle? What if it runs underneath of the cavern? So you have the spirit channeling cavern, and we don't know. It's a tunnel. It's literally a tunnel. So you don't know where the tunnel runs underground. So what if that tunnel runs directly underneath of this lantern, and it like is an elevator? That would explain the snow, but it still doesn't explain, because there's snow on top of the lantern itself, but there's no snow on the ground. So that's kind of like my elevator theory isn't completely thought out. It would kind of explain the upside down message with the drops of blood, but like, Okay, like, my thought process is... This is just a scenario. I don't think this is what happened, but I'm throwing out scenarios right now. So, Elise Donim takes Pearl and follows Maya to the other side of the bridge. She locks Maya in there. Maybe she walks in the tunnel with Maya and then takes this elevator up to get out. And maybe that's where this gets dropped off. So it's like a circle. So Maya's stuck in there, but she gets out. But maybe in the midst of that happening, Maya channels a very vengeful spirit and kills her. But then there's still the issue of she had to get back across the bridge. Anyway, it's not a well-cooked theory. That's why I don't like talking about my theories before I fully think about them. I didn't think about it all the way through yet. I'm trying to explain the rectangle, and the first thing I think of is an underground elevator that connects to the spirit channeling tunnel. That's all I got. That thing must have been worn by the victim. There's no other way of looking at it. You mean because of the matching leather cord found around the victim's neck? Yeah, I bet it was one of those things that she always wore. I've got this safe driving charm I've been wearing for over a year now. If I ever got into an accident, it guarantees it'll be the other guy's fault. Isn't it supposed to stop you from having an accident in the first place? It was like a circus today in court. All thanks to this little sketch. At the risk of repeating myself, you really ought to choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix Wright. Okay, I know Larry's a bit out there, but he genuinely wants to help Iris, I'm sure of that. He wouldn't have produced this for no good reason. You're nothing more than a marshmallow on the inside. The both of you. This was found close to Dusky Bridge, wasn't it? That's what the artist guy said, yeah. Right after the defendant flew over the burning bridge. Okay, I'm gonna throw out another possibility. I have to work it into the theory a little bit. But what if Elise Donim died much earlier? So let's say like 10:15 she dies. And then so she's probably a vengeful spirit or something, and then she possesses somebody that isn't wearing a demon warning hood. So like her spirit like immediately just like she dies, and then she immediately gets channeled into somebody else and immediately casts like some revenge. She like, you know, she soul jumped. Something like that. That's all I got. I don't know where to plug that information in, but I'm just like throwing it out there. She gets channeled immediately. Maybe via Maya. I'm not sure. Right after the defendant flew over the burning bridge. According to his testimony, she dropped it when she landed on the other side. But this crystal doesn't belong to Iris. The crystal had dropped out of Miss Elise Donim's staff. And there are traces of blood on it, too. The real question is, what was it doing near the foot of Dusky Bridge? What do you make of this photo of the crime scene? really gruesome. All I gotta say is that the killer is messed up in the head. But it turns out that Shishishido thing wasn't even the murder weapon. So then why would someone stab it in the victim like that? That's the mystery we're here to solve. What about this, Detective Gumshoe? Any thoughts? Perhaps we'll just have to wait until summer when it's warmer. Oh no, my brain doesn't work properly in the heat. I'm kind of weak in the head. There's just some things you shouldn't advertise, Gumshoe, especially in front of her. It turned out that this wasn't the murder weapon, right? If what Miss Sister Bikini saw is right, then no, it's not. She said the murder weapon was thrust into the victim up to the hilt. But the bloodstains on this aren't consistent with her story. Don't worry, pal. I'll uncover the real murder weapon. If I haven't turned it up by spring, you can have my badge. The case will be long over by then, Gumshoe. Do you know anything about this scroll, Detective? Well, I know it smells great. Yeah, this is just like the kind of weather for some steaming mashed potatoes and gravy. I really love that stuff. I eat it so much. Have you nothing else to say about this than your inane ramblings about gravy? No, not really. Let's leave it at that, okay? Hey, look, it's my attorney's badge. Good one, pal. You're always good for a laugh with your little badge. But a real man has a police badge. Nah, bro, a real man has a prosecutor's badge. Just kidding. All right, are we done here? Oh, wait, no, Miles. I haven't seen Mr. Edgeworth for about a year. Talk about a long time. Do you know why he moved overseas? I don't know. Probably to look cool. He did it to look cool. Probably. Huh? There's a lot of weight attached to doing research overseas, you know? Once I've done my stint in Paris, you'll have to call me Monsieur Gumshoe. People really don't get Edgeworth, do they? Yeah, people do not. It's his own fault for not explaining anything about himself. Yikes. Wow, what a beauty, huh? What was that long pause for, Scruffy? That's a real nice brooch she's got, too. Gumshoe needs to learn how to give compliments faster than Franziska gives lashes. He was Miss Elise Donham's apprentice, or so I heard. I suppose you could call him that. The guy drew a portrait of me, you know. Well, lucky you, I suppose. Yeah, but I had to pay him 50 cents. That's pretty awful. You aren't really enthused about this guy either, huh? Well, he made a mockery of the court today. And I'm almost sure he did it on purpose, too. I don't know, I'm not so sure anymore. The clues we found today have turned this case all topsy-turvy. I can't see how Iris could have done it now. Oh, how interesting, Scruffy. Sadly, I don't share the same sentiment. Prepare yourself well for tomorrow, Phoenix Wright. Why does every prosecutor want to burn me at the stake so badly? She sure was a mysterious person. Her real name, her past, it's all a complete mystery. Her name is Misty Faye. Still, it strikes me as odd. Why would someone who wishes to remain anonymous become an author? You know what probably happened? I bet she didn't know her books were gonna be such a success. That's what I think. She's a sweet old lady. She doesn't look like the lying type to me. But there was a problem with her testimony, wasn't there? Yeah, but I don't think it was her fault. She was just trying to say the right thing and it came out wrong, that's all. I know what it's like. It happens to me all the time. For a detective, you are completely lacking in powers of observation. Hey, you want to hear something, pal? Come on, I know you do. Maggie says that she's gonna buy me a new coat. Aww! Really? That's great! I think it's to say thanks for helping her out during that last case. Which means I can finally chuck out this stinky sweat-soaked rag. You mean you don't have any special attachments to that coat? And after all the effort I took to mail it back to you from Germany. Oh, well, I'll be sure to take good care of it once it's retired, sir. Lore! Lore! That guy's got more mysteries than a choose-your-own escapade book, pal. Yeah, I know. Trust me. I already know. Can't believe he skipped the trial like that without even getting permission. He'd have been fired for sure if he worked for a normal company. Never would have expected the prosecutor's office to be so lax. Don't get the wrong impression, Phoenix Wright. More importantly, doesn't it strike you as odd that the police are unaware of that man's medical situation? Being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your internal organs is, well, let's just say modern medicine allows us to live into a ripe old age. Even someone like me. Why is he hiding that from everyone? Additionally, it raises another question. Why did he choose to tell only you? Why did he? Apparently, the girl was trapped over here since the night of the murder. Did she say anything to you about Maya? She wouldn't tell me. She's not gonna tell me something if she wouldn't even speak to you, pal. She was real upset. She wouldn't stop crying. Phoenix Wright, look sharp and go comfort that poor young girl. I will, trust me, I will. She cross-examined me once, you know. Yeah, that was us. The big guns locking horns. Witness versus lawyer, and it was a battle of cunning tactics and tricks. But the witness isn't supposed to play any tricks. I can't believe she's gone. Aw. Situation hasn't changed, but we still don't know anything about Maya's whereabouts. She's gotta be in the sacred cavern, though. That's the only place left. I heard it's real cold in there. We've gotta get her out faster. It could be bad, pal. Isn't there anything you can do, detective? What are you talking about? Huh? We're already on it. You couldn't get a faster response from a computer. Mr. Godot put everything in place right away. That guy doesn't mess around. Godot? Yeah, the coffee-drinking mystery man who didn't show in court. Gotta say, he's totally made me rethink my perception of him, pal. Alright, well, I got all the dialogue that I could possibly get. Alright. So now we're crossing the bridge again? Where are we going? There we are. Okie dokie. It seems you have a visitor. It better be Miles Edgeworth. Oh. Wait, that means he's here too, though. Because he's supposed to escort her. Mr. Wright. Iris, I'm really glad to see you. Godot managed to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency. Not him again. Never mind him, we've got to hurry and unlock the sacred cavern. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important to you is locked in there. Mr. Edgeworth, can we finish our conversation later? All right. Let's hurry to the inner temple then. I'll see you later, Wright. Hold it! Ah! Hold it! Wait, Edgeworth, I'm coming with you guys. Sorry, Wright. I can't allow you to come with us. What? I hate to be the one to break it to you, but Maya Fey is in a rather delicate position. What do you mean by a delicate position? This isn't simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation. That being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere. Oh, come on. Come on! Come on, Edgeworth! If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand, right? But it's Maya! Mr. Wright, all that matters is that Mystic Maya is rescued, correct? Listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix Wright. From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. What? We'll be going now. Excuse us. No! What? Miles? You better have a damn good reason for that. Ugh! This is no time to be standing around, Phoenix Wright. Aren't there other things that demand your attention? She's right. Thanks for reminding me. Miles. Maybe this has to do with, when Miles was questioning Iris, I think this was in the 20-minute recess. Iris had said back then she couldn't say more until she was assured that Maya was safe, which was a very interesting thing for her to say. I wonder if it has something to do with that. I feel like that's what they were referring to whenever, you know, Iris was like, we'll continue our conversation. And well, they were probably also talking about her past stuff with Phoenix, but I imagine that probably plays a role. That was really weird. Why can't she talk about it? Unless she knows that Maya is safe. That's a weird thing to say. Sister Bikini looks like she's shrunk some since I last saw her. Don't be so rude, Phoenix Wright. What's wrong, Sister Bikini? My! Hello, you two! How are you doing? From the sound of that sigh, I guess she's still pretty down. Iris was just here, you know. She was accompanied by that handsome crimson cloud prince. Is she talking about Edgeworth? It was just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear, it's all my fault that this happened. Poor Iris, she was worried about my back, would you believe? What have I done to her? Only what you had to do, sister. You bravely and truthfully testified about what you saw. There's no shame in that. I really like this new Franziska, by the way. Seeing, like, we're really hanging out with her outside of, you know, the courtroom. She's a lot softer than she was last year. I mean, she's still cracking her whip and, like, using it as a defense to, hide her true feelings. Like, she's using it as a facade, but she's a lot emotionally softer than she was before. She's not, I think it's cute. It's actually kind of cute. And we'll see to it that your testimony wasn't made in vain. Well, I don't want to hear anyone else saying that. Mr. Blue Suits doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see. Huh? Me? Don't glare at me. Oh, yes, you did great, Sister Bikini. Absolutely spectacular! You two are the only ones who said that to me! Can't shake the feeling that I just became a shill to a shrew. Do you have a problem, Phoenix, right? Sure, she was brave to testify so truthfully like that, but I know that she's still hiding something. Guess it's time to break those psyche-locks of hers. Alright, let's go for it. Oh boy, here we go. Oh. Can I do this? Sister Bikini, the truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Lee Stoneham had a special significance to this temple. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity. What on earth are you talking about? She was... Mystic Elise was an author, just an author of a picture books. To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her. Suspicions? Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. This piece of evidence proves Miss Dotem's identity. Miss Dotem had this charm with her at all times. Where did you? This isn't some cheap good luck charm either. Then, what do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean? It's a talisman, is it? Interesting. Oops! This thing speaks volumes about who Miss Dotem really was. This talisman and one other item unequivocally prove that Miss Dotem's true identity. Either the sphere or the scroll? It could be the cane, too. No. I'll try the sphere. You really ought to think about buying one of those charms we sell here, Mr. Wright. Huh? Otherwise, you just might find yourself jumped on by a little old lady on a dark mountain path. What am I doing? The piece of evidence I need to show bikini is obvious. Sorry? That's just a plain old good luck charm, so please, just give it back. Oh, no, I don't think so. Game's like, yeah, it's obvious. I'm like, yeah, this item was obvious. The second item, I'm confused. I thought it was just gonna be one thing I have to show, not two. Just show the picture. That doesn't prove anything, though. Okay. The painting is obscured by this gravy stain at the moment. But this scroll shows the master of the Korean channeling technique. The crest at the top is a sign of that honorable title. And the very same crest that adorns the talisman the victim carried with her. This crest is reserved for the master of Korean. Who on earth told you that nonsense? I've got no idea what you're talking about. The new master, Maya Fey, told me. What? You mean that acolyte is Misty Fey's daughter? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. In fact, since her eldest daughter passed away, Maya is Misty Fey's sole successor. Mystic Misty! Oh shit! That was a deep secret, her identity, goddamn. Mystic Elise graced us with her presence about a week ago. A week ago? When she showed me the talisman with that mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. No one had seen her since she disappeared 17 years ago, after all. What is the significance of this talisman, sister? The Korean talisman. It's a symbol of the master of Korean. The bearer must carry it with them always until their death. Until their death. So Elise Dotem was really Maya's mother, huh? She was Misty Fey, the master of the Korean channeling technique. The truth comes out at last. It looks like we're making some headway here. Tell me, sister. After 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now? Because something happened that called her out of hiding. What happened? Well, Not an earthquake. Not an earthquake. What's happening? It can't be. Where's Edgeworth? Is he okay? Oh my goodness, the inner temple! This kind of tremor might... The inner temple? The sacred cavern in the training hall! It might be very well cave in! What? Maya! Edgeworth! It seems to have passed. We can't just stand here and do nothing. Let's go! To the inner temple, of course. Where else? Sister Bikini, we'll finish this later, all right? Of course. You run along now. People may have been hurt. I must get ready. Get some first aid kits ready. Come on then, Phoenix, right? They won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you. Thank you. Right at that moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. We just had an earthquake. Oh, I wonder if he's all right. Oh my god, he thought of Edgeworth! You look worried. Are you thinking of Miles? Come on, let's go. Miles, are you okay? We've got to hurry to the inner temple. Oh, he's fine. Oh, oh my god, he's okay, he's okay. He's okay! Right. What are you doing here? How could I have... How did you expect us to understand if you don't speak up? Hey, why am I the one getting whipped? She's gone. What? No, this can't be real. My closure, Phoenix's closure. The defendant Iris, she's gone. Gone where? She fled. She escaped. Oh, okay, I thought she died. Oh, I thought she died. Oh my god. Miles! Miles! What? Oh my god. So it was just now, during... It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness. Oh my god, he's gonna beat himself up over that. His fear of earthquakes. Oh, I feel so bad. That's gonna eat at his soul. He really wanted to help Phoenix so much. He wanted to help Phoenix in his one weakness. Oh. Oh no! He did all of that for him. Oh. Oh, now I feel awful. I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes, and I stupidly passed out. You're not stupid. That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? It's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen. Right, the inner temple area is a dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side. We haven't seen her. Then we need to get a manhunt underway now and search Eaglebottom Mountain from the top to bottom. Wait, Edgeworth. Have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet? Don't be ridiculous. Why would I? The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross. No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth. Oh. Oh boy. What are you talking about? Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred cavern might have caved in because of the quake. Then you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation? Listen, Edgeworth, I'm sure that she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary. Right. Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training hall sacred cavern now. Alright, let's go. Oh my god. I felt that in my soul. I felt that, like, Miles Edgeworth, like, worry in my soul. Oh. Fortunately, the sacred cavern hadn't caved in, but what we found was something none of us could have ever Oh no. What's going on? What? What does that mean? How can there be even more locks? What is the meaning of this? Huh! Iris! Iris, please tell me what the hell is going on? To be continued? No! Oh my god! No! Don't just stop there. This game sucks. Where's Godot? Godot was supposed to be searching. Right, is this what Godot was talking about? Yeah, the trick locks. Now then, Iris, please remove these at once. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me. What? During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And I know that there was only one lock when I last came here. So you're saying that you can't undo the new locks? Yes. If only I was stronger. Aw, Miles. He's really gonna beat himself up. Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face. Phoenix is saying this as he is literally physically sick and still has a fever, by the way. That's just a testament to how much they fucking care about each other. Like, you're one to talk with all of your face all green. Thank you for mentioning that. Oh my god. My god, these two men are broken. God. Miles Edgeworth, go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself. Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfect. Oh, she whipped him. She whipped him. There's no telling what sort of mistakes you can make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth. Understood. He listened to her? I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here. Oh, he leaves in that Sprite. He's so upset with himself. Ah, fuckface. Oh my god. This is peak fiction. He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in a corner of the garden. Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoenix Wright. I'm going to stay here and see if I can't help but solve these bothersome puzzles. I see. Well, thanks for your help. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris? No, not at all. Oh boy, here we go. Chasing down Miles! The cops are still combing the place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too. It's gotta be a tough job. Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time. How could I have done that? Wow, can't believe it's still bothering him. Edgeworth? Hey, don't you dare run away! What do you want, right? What do I want? If you came here to laugh at me, then get on with it. Go on, laugh away. I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful. Oh, he was gonna hug him. Edgeworth needs a hug. Oh, could you imagine? Edgeworth needs a hug so bad. You went back to the criminal affairs department, right? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris? Yes. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible. Oh, he actually remembered the trial. Oh god, let's talk about it. You guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of the garden here, huh? There's a high chance that this is the actual scene of the crime, that's why. You mean because of the writing in blood? And the talisman in the snow? Exactly. As you know, those things couldn't have been planted here after the murder. But surely, you don't suspect... Maya, do you? We have to treat everyone as a suspect, and Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right? What about Pearl? I know it's kind of horrible to think and say, but Pearl is also high up there. As a suspect. Being like a very powerful, magical child. So, I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes. No, though thankfully my nightmares have stopped. Oh. Oh. I'm so happy to hear that. You have no idea. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath. Oh. 17 years ago, when we were little school kids at the same elementary school, Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder. It all started with that big quake that hit the courthouse. Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney. We were deprived of oxygen and we passed out. That's when it happened. That single gunshot shattered my whole life. I lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and myself. It takes a lot to say myself. Again, God. Reflective. It's hot. It's been more than 17 years now, and that case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right? You think I don't know that? I was there, but... It was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself in my life. Sorry, right? There's nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake, and not after you saved me. Edgeworth, you're stronger than you think. So no more of this self-pity, okay? Oh. Say it out loud! Coward! Say it out loud! Not in your head! He needs to hear that! God! That is exactly what he needs to hear! Say it to him! Say that to his goddamn face! There was something that bothered me about her from the moment we met. I felt like I'd seen her somewhere before. No, wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in court before. So you went back to the Criminal Affairs Department to look for her file. Yes, I checked over every case file I've ever worked on. And I was right. I had seen her face before, 6 years ago. 6 years ago. It was my first appearance in court. And as cases go, it was my worst nightmare. So, who is she? He's gonna be like, you know. I'm sorry, right? I can't give you that information away to a member of the general public. Oh my god, I'm not a member of the general public. I hate you. I actually hate you. What? Why not? It might be the crucial piece of the puzzle that solves the case! The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris and Hazakura Temple. And neither did this case. No, that woman is completely unrelated to this murder. I don't believe you. But I should believe him. Miles is rarely wrong. Ugh, come on. Unrelated? Yes, I can say that with complete confidence. Oh, fuck! Say psych! I trust you, man. You're not lying? You're wrong, Edgeworth. She's totally related to this case. I need to fill Edgeworth in. I need to explain the connection between Iris and the woman Edgeworth knew. I want to show... How do you feel about yourself? If you want to know how to run the perfect trial, there's a lot to study and learn. Oh, is that what you're studying about right now? I've sat at the prosecutor's bench for trials in 5 different countries now. Wow, what a flex. The first thing you must do is gain complete mastery of the language. It's quite a simple task. It's quite a task. So he could just speak multiple languages, too. I'd never get anywhere then. It's taken me a lifetime to sort of master one language. So this man is 26. Went to 5 different countries, prosecuted in 5 different countries, and learned languages. Holy shit. It's been more than a year since I last saw Franziska myself. But it seems that she's been dying to see you again. She really said that? I believe she wants to eat you for breakfast, or to put it another way, whip you silly.
Kaline tipped €5.
Kaline, thank you so much for the €5 donation. I really appreciate that. Was there... Okay, I was like, did I miss a message with it? But thank you so much. Literally and metaphorically. Oh. Go on, let her have her way. It would make for a great anecdote about my trip. Bro, that's fucked up. Forget it, Edgeworth! Apparently he had become something of an apprentice to Elise Donan. Yes, something like that. He did this portrait of me earlier. That's great. Are you gonna add that you had to pay 50 cents for it? Let's just leave it at that about Larry, all right? Looks like someone's still mad at the Butts for his performance in court today. Salty. I don't want to bring her up yet. Another victim we know nothing about, same as always. I hope you'll tell me if you know something about our mystery woman, right? Are we gonna tell him? I guess we have to. I know that Elise Donan was no ordinary visitor, but her true identity could be a useful weapon for me for the defense. Oh man, it feels... I don't like hiding things from Edgeworth, though. I don't like hiding things from Edgeworth. And I can't give that away just like that. He's not the prosecutor, though. Godot is gonna be the prosecutor, so what's it matter to him? It's crossed my mind once or twice that her testimony might be a bunch of lies. There certainly are a lot of problems with it. The thing is, as far as I can tell, she has no reason to deceive us. I believe she did meet the defendant at the Inner Temple and witnessed the murder, too. The one in the Hazakura Temple courtyard, in any case. I was just with Detective Gumshoe. I treated him to some pasta. Oh, he fed him! You owe him that much. After all, it's your fault his salary is so low. How's it my fault? And look, if you're gonna buy the guy lunch, at least get him something decent, okay? Gumshoe practically lives on pasta and noodles already. Well, I did order some extra Parmesan cheese on top. He was crying tears of joy as he dug into it. It was quite moving. All you have to do is give the poor guy a raise, Miles. He's something of a legend, I hear. Don't say it like you don't know anything about him. Tell me what you know! It's a bit strange, actually. If he really was anything special, I should have heard about him by now. I'm always well informed about the rookies coming into the prosecutor's office, you know. Then you mean... he isn't anything special? You should already know the answer to that. Edgeworth just called Godot mid. Although there is one other possibility. What's that? He could have come into the profession from a different channel. What different channel? There's more than one way to become a prosecutor, right? Perhaps he started off as a defense attorney, but decided it wasn't for him? A defense attorney. I didn't even know that you could switch sides like that. What? Me neither. It seems Pearl was trapped on this side of the river on the night of the murder. Did she tell you anything? Listen, right. She's just a kid. I can't force things out of her. You'll have to be the one to find out what she knows. One of the biggest names in the world of law, as I'm sure you'll agree. For better or for worse, we were only destined to meet once in the courtroom. I know. I read all about it. It was my first time. It was the first time for the both of us, two novices head to head. I can still remember how downhearted I felt after that trial ended the way it did. I wonder if Mia felt the same way too. Oh, she did. I don't know Maya Fey very well, but it seems to me that the girl's always landing herself in trouble. Seems to me that you know her better than you think. I do sincerely hope that she's going to be alright. Oh, sweetie. Is that your attorney's badge? Interesting. I never imagined I'd ever see you wearing one of these, right? What? It's because of you that I became one, Edgeworth. He said it. I know that he knows about it, but the difference is that the first time Maya is the one that said it. So he, from his own lips, said it this time. Aw, the reaction! Not that I have any regrets. I really don't. Speechless. If you're trying to say thanks, you can start by saying it a bit louder. I really like this line a lot. Because it's important for Miles to hear. It's important for him to hear that. Like, Phoenix did that for him. He doesn't regret this turn of life that he had. He doesn't regret it at all. I love that. That was beautiful. What do you think about this, Edgeworth? Sorry, right? You're a defense attorney and I'm a prosecutor. It wouldn't be right for us to discuss things so intimately. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. But you were acting for the defense in the trial today! Iris gave that to you, didn't she? Yes, and it really works. It helped my fever go down quicker, I'm sure of it. So you say, but your face is as white as a sheet and sweat is running down your cheek. Anyway, it seems to me like there's something going on between the two of you. Actually, I don't know exactly why, but there's something about Iris that just tugs at me. I can't figure out whether I feel like I know her or don't know her at all. It's really weird. Get that piece of filth out of my face! You're still mad, huh, Edgeworth? I know a thing or two about Larry Butts, just like you. We both know he likes to act up, but this, even he couldn't make something like this up. If this is what he drew, then this is what he saw. And unbelievable as unbelievable as it may seem. I know, that's what I think too. Every time, every single time I see that guy, he's in it up to his neck. I knew it, Edgeworth's still mad as a hornet at Larry. He's actually so visibly mad, I love that. It's rare for Miles to express this level of frustration. All right, now let's do it. Apparently, Iris was taken in by the sisters here at the temple when she was a child. However, we still don't know much about her past, so we're looking into it. That reminds me. Edgeworth went back to the Criminal Affairs Department to look up some stuff on her. I should ask him what he's found. Wait, but I thought that was gonna give me what I needed. I can't ask him. Here, I'll look at the crime scene with Miles. There's just one thing that's troubling me. Everything else is covered in snow or frozen over, but the ice in this bowl has been broken by someone. Maybe one of the detectives washed their face in it or something. Hahaha. Don't be ridiculous, right? No detective would be that careless at a crime scene. He's really angry. I'd better not say it was Gumshoe or his salary's gonna pay. These are torches of the naked flame variety. I guess you need all the light you can get up here in the mountains. According to Detective Gumshoe, they were lit on the night of the murder. Well, Maya was training up here, so there's nothing strange about that. Except, apparently they don't light these torches for training sessions. Huh? I heard that too much light isn't conducive to spiritual training. Oh, I didn't know that. There's a charm or something. It belonged to the victim. We're sure of that now. It's going in the evidence room once the investigation is over, so hands off, right? You don't need to tell me that. Well, our dear friend Larry just tried to steal it when no one was looking. He probably just wanted to set up something to remember his esteemed teacher by. Why is this the only area with no snow? Someone must have cleared it away, but what other explanation is there?
Hold it!
Ringos, thank you so much for becoming a member on YouTube. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Of course I played the what if game as well, but when I asked our trusty bungler, Detective Gumshoe, he said it wasn't him. I suppose Edgeworth has a point. Whoever cleared the snow away must have had a reason to do so. I just can't imagine what the reason could be. I suppose you've noticed that Maya's name is written on this lantern? It's pretty hard to miss, you know? It's written in Miss Donham's blood. She was probably forced up against the lantern by the killer. Then, when with her back against the lantern, she wrote that name with her finger. That's why it's written upside down. You think the victim wrote this herself? Isn't that the obvious conclusion? But why would she write Maya's name? I don't think that's something I want to discuss with you. Miles? Maya didn't do it. So I'm assuming I did this out of order. I chased Miles down. I probably should talk to Iris first. That's probably why it's not showing up. Oops. I'm sorry. I was just concerned about him. He's a little shaken up, you know. Why did you make a run for it, Iris? I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried. I just had to come and see. In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law, at least we're clear on that. I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was all right, but... But what? And I saw those chains here. I saw all these extra locks that someone had put on the sacred cavern's door, and... Who in the world would do something like this? These trick locks are a sacred treasure of the Kurain tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the lock can open it. And you aren't the one who set these locks? I don't think it's that simple, Franziska von Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them. What does that mean? It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. This means that Iris can only open one of these locks. The first one. Yes, that's correct. What? Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any other way around this? Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them. But... it will take time, won't it? Yes, about a day if I had to guess. A whole day? Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us? Sure, I'll do whatever I can. We've got to wait another day? Hang in there, Maya. You're gonna have to call on your inner strength now. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get. And what might that be, Phoenix Wright? I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident, but you were seen that same evening at the Inner Temple. And then, you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple too. Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the Inner Temple, it's as if you were... Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about. Do I go for it? Let's just try it. I don't think I can do it this early, but I can try. I think it's time you told the truth about what you were doing on that night. You said that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple the entire time. Do you still claim to be the truth? That's where I was. Iris, I believe you're innocent. That's why I want to believe what you're telling me too, but I can't. Because this person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder. I'm talking about Sister Bikini. Sister Bikini. Her testimony in court today was very clear. That night I was helping an acolyte with her training in the Inner Temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently, so I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple. Sister Bikini didn't just see you, she spoke with you. You two talked about Maya's training that night. So you see, Iris, you were there at the Inner Temple on the night of the murder. That's very impressive, Mr. Wright. The acolyte's actual training was due to start at 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early so I wouldn't be late. What time was that? Let me see. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the inner temple. So I would have left at around 9:40 p.m., I think. I'm sorry, Iris, but lying just doesn't suit you. Now, you say you left the main hall at 9:40 p.m., but what you say doesn't add up. So that testimony refers to the after time. I can only think of, like, the snowmobile. I guess I'll try that then. I had hoped you would at least get this much correct. I hate seeing you mess up and get all disappointed. Okay. I thought that would just refer to the aftertime, but... You yourself testified to the contrary, don't you remember? You said you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night. Plus, only moments before you rang that bell, you were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness that I have. Me. Mr. Wright. We even spoke a little that evening. That's when you gave me this. Surely you haven't forgotten. No, that's right. I remember. And that brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. At 10 o'clock on the night of the murder, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. It's time you told me exactly what's been going on, Iris. So far, I've managed to prove 2 things. First, on the night of the incident, you were at the Inner Temple. And second, at the exact same time, you were ringing the bell at Hazakura Temple. There's only one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility. There were 2 of you. On the night of the incident, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. Which means there must have been 2 of you. Can't think of any other explanation, Iris. But that's crazy. How could that be? There's only 1 of me. It's impossible. Impossible? I wonder. Abby, thank you so much for the 3 months. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. The way you're trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise. You're seriously trying to suggest there's more than 1 of me? Then show me the evidence. Show me something that proves that there is more than 1 of me. Do I have this? This fucking photo. Mr. Wright, when you said that there was another me, I was kind of expecting someone who looked like me, you know? I guess so. In that case, are you saying that I look like this person? Well, I can't say with 100% certainty, but... Can you show me something that you are 100% certain about, then? I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I don't mean to be uncooperative, but you're seriously trying to suggest that there's more than 1 of me? I hit the B button. That means I gotta do it all over again. Oh, the B button is so detrimental. Oh, kill me. I'm finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break those locks, so I should try to gather more clues. From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls. Pearls, where are you? It's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. It sure gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're all on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go check out the shack just down the path. Maybe I'll find Larry there sulking again. I wanna, keep talking to Sister Bikini. I wonder if Sister Bikini is back at the main hall yet. I haven't seen Gumshoe around for a while either. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together somewhere. I bet Gumshoe is Sister Bikini's type. Looks like Sister Bikini isn't here. She must be sorting things out after the quake. Must be hard on her with her bad back. There are a few things I really need to discuss with her. Guess I'll drop by again later. Oh, the courtyard. Sounds like someone's happy. What tune is that they're humming? What's with the music? No motive, no crime, no motive, no crime. Sing it with me, no motive, no crime. I remember when we used to surge in the channeling room in parade. Oh, well, I love my job. Who cares if the clues I find are no good? That's not what investigating's all about. The investigator investigates for the love of investigating. It's a passion. Good cases we have, good cases we've lost along the way. I would have never guessed that Gumshoe was into reggae. Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Hey, pal. Huh? Who, me? How long have you been there? I just got here. Oh, okay. So, what are you up to? I'm investigating, pal. I made a promise to Mr. Edgeworth. I promised I would find the real murder weapon. The real murder weapon. That barbed sword thing turned out to be a false lead, right? I'm giving it my best shot here, but I still haven't turned up any clues. I just found these weird scraps of paper. It looks like a letter or something. Doesn't seem to have anything to do with the case, though. A letter. So how's the investigation going, Detective Gumshoe? I don't know if I should be telling you, pal, but I guess it can't hurt. Looks like the murder took place in the Inner Temple Garden. And they're taking that bloody writing on the lantern pretty seriously back at HQ. What, you mean? I don't have the details, pal. All I know is if you don't find Maya down in that sacred cavern, we're gonna be faced with one ugly situation. What kind of ugly situation are we looking at here? You got me, I don't know. They're not my words, pal. Then who said it? Mr. Godot. Godot? What did he mean by that? What about that letter that you found? Don't remind me, pal. I'm busting a gut here trying to find the murder weapon. And all I find is some burnt up old letter. Burnt up old letter. It was in that incinerator outside the Inner Temple. The incinerator! I knew it! I knew I wasn't imagining it. There was snow on top of the incinerator when I first saw it. But after the incident, the snow had melted away, which means someone used the incinerator on the night of the murder. What's up with you, pal? I've got it right here if you want to take a look. Can I? Do you mind? Yeah, sure, go nuts. I don't want it, pal. You can have it. It's all spirit mediums and masters and stuff. I bet it's got no relation to the case. Spirit mediums? It's gotta be important if it mentions spirit mediums and masters. I better give it a good looking over and some serious thought. Make sure you chuck it in the trash when you're done. Littering's a crime, pal. That's what we're concerned about. Page 1 of 3. Be careful. Once night falls, blah, blah, blah should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Leave everything up to her. Her name is Blah. She is our... Blah. Here is a picture of her. Use it when you channel her. I know you can do it. Once this is blank, burn the blank. Also make blank. Tell anyone about this letter. Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. Oh my. That's, I'm just trying to plug in names. Like, just play the name game. Just plug in some stuff and see what makes sense. Once night falls, Maya should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Who's dead? Channel the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne. Leave everything up to her. Her name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I don't know. Who's fucking dead? What if Morgan Fay killed herself, like committed suicide in jail? So that she could be a vengeful spirit. No, the only reason I'm saying Dahlia Hawthorne is because I'm trying to... It's the only, like, picture we have. We have a picture of her here. But, I don't know, I'm just like... I'm going with the twin theory. One of them is dead. But she should also be in jail. She shouldn't be dead. Like, I'm trying to think of somebody who died that would want... Oh, boy. So, here's a picture of her. Use it when you channel her. Anyway, I need to cook on that for a little bit. So, what do you know about the real murder weapon so far? It wasn't the Shichishito that was found impaled in the victim's body. Mr. Edgeworth proved that in court today. Yes, that's true. In which case, it must have been another blade. And that's what you're running around like a headless chicken, like, looking for now, huh? Yeah, and man, is it tiring work. But let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken. We've got the feather of forensics in our cap these days. We're using the department's secret weapon on this. Secret weapon? What's this secret weapon of yours? You want to know? You've got to think scientifically, okay? All right. The murder weapon was a sword. Swords are, scientifically speaking, made of metal, right? Any questions so far? No. I know what he's gonna say, and I'll let him look smart. What's the perfect tool for the job? Ta-da! Metal detector! Raise your hand if you didn't see this one coming from a mile away! Well, you want to give scientific investigation a go? Me? I've been using this thing for hours now. It's getting pretty boring after a while. Why don't you give it a try? I don't know. Should I help Detective Gumshoe out or not? Play forensics expert. Alright, I guess I'll give it a go. Like I said, this is the department's most advanced gadget, the absolute best. It's so sensitive, you can make it cry. It's so high-tech, you could skydive off of it. What? Oh, bother. So now I'm gonna tell you how to use it. It's possible the real murder weapon is around here somewhere. Sure, that's what we were trying to find out. Right, so first, let's turn the detector on. And when that happens, press enter. Okay. Hey, pal! Yeah, all you gotta do is watch the detector and let it tell you where it's where, okay? Alright, already. I'm not exactly a whiz at machinery, you know? This is the sky. It's just a pair of skis. Nothing useful. I'm actually pretty good on skis, you know, pal. I just love to fly down the slopes with my coat fluttering in the wind. Really? I had no idea. How good are you? Well, I'm better on skis than I am on skates, but not as good as when I'm on a snowboard. That's a pretty detailed answer. Oh, but you know what I'm best at? Making mashed potatoes and gravy. The guy's losing it. It must be the altitude. We'd better get back to the investigation. This looks like a wallet? Ah, that's where it's been. Is it yours, detective? I'm always dropping it, so I put a bell on it. But you still dropped it anyway. Yeah, but now I found it again, pal. Your wallet is completely empty. Well, I drop it all the time, so I don't put any money in it anymore. And how come the metal detector picked it up? Must be because of the bell, I guess. That Shishishido next to the golden statue wasn't the real murder weapon, pal. I just thought I'd check it again anyway. That reminds me, do you know about that sword? It's supposed to represent the multiple branches that life can take, all ending in one. Yeah, I heard something about that. You know what I think about it sometimes? What kind of life I'd be leading had I not joined the homicide division. You think about that kind of stuff, detective? Of course I do. I think about it a lot. Me as a traffic cop, me as a detention center, me as the Blue Badger. There's something to be said about the humor value of Gumshoe as the Blue Badger. A pen. Hey, I've been looking all over for that. Huh? It's yours? Yeah, my old man gave it to me when I was qualified as a detective. He told me it'd be good for sticking in suspects' faces. That makes you detectives sound really nasty. It's my dream to stick it in your face one day, right? Then don't go losing it! Don't touch that, pal. It's a trap. People set them out to catch us detectives. They're real nasty. A trap for detectives. You mean like those fierce traps with sharp teeth that are supposed to snag your leg? Yeah, those! I got my finger caught in one of those once. Your finger. There was this bit of cheese, and it looked so tasty, I reached out, and then bam! Not sure how I know how to respond to a story as stupidly pitiful as that. A ladder! That's a step ladder. What's the difference? It looks like a normal ladder to me, pal. Surely everyone knows the difference. I mean, they're pretty ordinary objects. I met plenty of guys like you always picking on the smallest details. The vegetable store guy near my place does it all the time. He even corrects me when I ask him for a head of lettuce. That's a cabbage, he says. I'm telling you, they're the exact same thing. No, they're not. They're completely different. You have to plant both of them firmly in the ground before they grow, don't you? Listen, you gotta take a step back and look at the bigger picture sometimes. Otherwise, you can miss a really important clue. That's advice from a pro, pal. The last person I need advice from is this guy in front of me. I got every ladder versus step ladder conversation in the trilogy. That's an achievement. I got every step ladder conversation in the whole, like, all 3 games. It was going off around here. Wait, did I miss it? Where was it going off? Oh. There's something up on the eaves? I can't tell from here, pal. And just forget about it. But it's right under Elise Donham's window. And it's the perfect spot for hiding something long and thin like a sword. I'll go take a look. Ah, it was nothing, thank goodness. Someone just dropped a spoon. What? Why are you so happy about that? Imagine if the murder weapon had turned up in there. It made me look pretty dumb, huh? At least he recognizes that much. That's odd, this sled's made of plastic. It says bikini number 1 on the bottom, on the side. Maybe there's something under it. Hey, what's this, a badge? I've been hunting high and low for that. Are you kidding me? I'm trying to find evidence. It's yours, detective? That thing's priceless to a guy like me, pal. A cop can't be a cop without his badge. I'm sure glad I put that dime in there now. How did you manage to drop your badge here of all places? I know, I bet it happened this morning. I was playing around with the sled and... Stop right there. I don't need to hear any more.